Alright, hello, we're back for the third part of the triangle strategy demo. So we are going to test out this scale system. I want to lean towards protecting Prince Roland. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I did make a secondary save so I can kind of try some other options and see if I can change things around. But let's try talking. There must be a way to avoid weighing my life against those of others. I trust we can find it. Decide what you will. I shall follow whatever judgment you may pass. It may take effort, but they can be swayed. Yeah. Trust in your mind, not your heart. How many lives would be saved? We must protect Roland at all cost. I will not allow my life to be weighed against those of the people. Okay, that's cool. So you get two options, but then if you get like the right stuff in town, you get a different option. Father taught that whoever rules is righteous by virtue of their station alone. But now, though I weigh your words more heavily than most, I know not what is right.
However,
I appreciate you speaking your mind, but I have my own thoughts on the matter. After all, is it not best that I handle that which is easily settled by my word alone? That's cool. There is a way by which we might still overcome our foes.
I wonder.
You mean to say such a thing is available to us? Yeah, it's talking about the traps. Such a tactic would demand a sacrifice of our people, and against their will, no doubt. I can no longer discern what is right and wrong. I pray my fate is in your hands. Yeah. So he's now undecided. Okay. So he, Shield Bro is currently undecided. Let's talk to him first. Eridor, I am no fool, my lord. We stand a good chance as this thrust against the army as an egg against the castle walls. But we can't go offering Prince Roland's head on a silver platter. Cor, he's all that's left in our royal family. So he's undecided right now. These are dark days, lad. To think the time would come that we'd have to be weighing the fate of the prince and the kingdom on the scales. We must protect Roland at all cost. Even Benedict's at a loss this time, and I never known the man to lack for ideas. Cor, what does that leave us? I did not unlock that one. Interesting. So there must have been stuff in town I missed. Or I had to talk to other people in the room first, maybe. Sir Maxwell and the Kings gave their life, and for what? You'll not get any peace thinking like that. There's nothing any of us could have done. Besides, that's all the more reason to protect the prince. I know how you feel, I do.
Consider this.
Sword to my throat, I reckon we're outmanned, at least as it stands now. Do you truly believe we can come out on top of this? So, I'm gonna say there must be a winning strategy here. Can't help you with that, lad. I don't give the orders, I just take them. Men will die and our home may never be the same. Still, we can only do the best we can. What about keeping the people from harm? Have you given any thought about that? They are my responsibilities and I shall protect them. You're not alone on that measure, lad. I'm right here with you.
Tough spot we're in.
I'm no closer to an answer, but at least now I know where your head and heart lies. Okay. He is still undecided, because I guess I didn't get the stuff in town. Let's talk to you first.
Lord Saranoa.
War with Esfrost would mean House Wolfort's destruction, this much is clear. You lead House Wolfort in your Lord Father's stead. Your duty is to your land and its people. You lead House Wolfort in your Lord Father's stead, your duty is to land and its people. You must protect Roland at all costs. Surrendering Roland is the only way to protect the domain. Surely you see that. I almost want to go back, because I clearly missed some stuff in town. You cannot yield to the enemy's every demand.
In that case...
Every demand? So you foresee this being the first of many. I agree, that is not ideal to submit in this instance, but what other options have we? As in all things, logic must guide our judgment. Anne appears indifferent. Well, she did move down. I'm wondering if I should go back in town to see if what I missed. Yeah, let's do that, because I clearly missed some options. So I ran around town, talked to everyone again, couldn't find any more information. I even went to the encampment, and there was nothing new there either, so I guess we're just going to talk to everyone and try to persuade them with the stuff we have. Suppose we decline. The Duchess's army will stop at nothing to take Prince Roland from us.
Lord Serenoa.
Allowing emotion to govern us at the moment will only cloud our judgment. We must protect Roland at all cost. I trust that you'll make a reasoned decision, my lord. Okay. Got the secret weapon information. Perhaps the battle's not as hopeless as one might think. The town's secret weapon. I must confess,
indeed.
I was not aware that you knew that means last resort. Forgive me. Nothing I have heard here has shaken my convictions. Have you any more to say in your favor? I'm gonna say I do not believe the battle is a futile one.
However,
Acting merely on wishful thinking will open you to criticism, and rightly so. Though this presumes that I have correctly deduced that you agree with His Highness's thinking.
I am decided.
At any rate, I thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I shall take them to heart. Benedict is deep in thought. You at? Our kingdom needs Prince Roland now more than ever. He's to be protected above all others. So I can persuade her to surrender Roland. Which I don't want to do, obviously. We stand no chance against an army that large. Releasing the prince to Isfrost is the logical decision. With all due respect to His Highness, the kingdom must come before his personal freedom. Protect Roland at all cost. Only a fool would pick a fight he cannot win. I do not take you for a fool. They will see us as not but pawns if we surrender Roland.
I don't know.
All the more reason to prepare for battle now, while they may be otherwise occupied. We may find their weakness yet.
Well...
I too wish we did not have to surrender Prince Roland, mind you. We must be thorough in times like this. Pray continue. I would hear your thoughts in more detail. Truth be told, I have a plan. A hidden device that may give us an upper hand. I, too, have heard rumors, and yet... I see where your heart lies, my lord. Let us continue. Let us hope that it leads us well. She appears indifferent to the plea. And a peace built by forsaking our friends and countrymen in their time of greatest need is no peace at all. I know what I ask is not easy, but I pray we find a bloodless path out of this conflict. Yeah, and I can surrender her to Roland, or have her surrender Roland. So everyone has been talked to at this point. We've got a lot of undecideds. So I'm really interested in seeing what this is going to be like.
Cast our votes.
I hereby open this matter to a vote. I wonder why I couldn't find that information for the two of them. I wonder what I missed. The question before us, do we surrender Prince Roland in accordance with Isfrost's demands, or do we fight for his freedom? On this matter, I say... protect Roland at all cost.
Approach the scales of conviction.
I bid you approach the scales of conviction.
I believe in you.
I'll put my faith in you as ever, my friend. I really like the music here.
My lord.
Yeah, he will not be swayed. Oh, she's silent.
So?
You believe we can win, yes?
I agree.
You have my vote, don't make me regret it. So I think that's 4 with me? No dialogue for you?
You won me over.
I cast my lot with you, young master. He's given me no reason to go down him now.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Alright. It seems like we're gonna protect Roland. That's really cool. Yep, only he went against.
The way forward is decided.
We surrender Prince Roland to no one. The Isfrosti shall get our blades between their ribs and thank us for the honor. Jeez, that's kind of metal.
The judgment is made.
The scales tip, and our path is chosen.
We must steel ourselves for the battle that lies ahead.
So at least
Very
we're gonna
well.
set some traps around town.
Then I will do all in my power to see that it proves the right one. I fight with you, my friend.
Prepare the defenses. We will hold our own against the army of Esfrost.
After consulting the scales and reaching a consensus, House Wolfort resolved to shelter Prince Roland. Not long after, they find
I do really
themselves
want to know what happens
besieged
if
by
I
an
would have just
elite
gone the other way.
subset of Esfrost's
The fact that the demo
forces.
lets you play through this option is interesting. Would it just be... I wonder how many times through the story this is
Commanding
going
the
to come
Duchy's
up.
armies is none other than General of Laura.
Every
a deadly
chapter, maybe?
warrior who claimed the lives of Prince Franny and Sir Maxwell with her own hands.
Pardon the intrusion, Your Grace. A raven's arrived from House Wolfert.
Concerning Prince Roland, no doubt?
It just says, it's just a giant middle finger. They drew.
So they refused to
they
relinquish
wrote
him to
down
us.
a letter, and it just
Oh.
says "you a bitch."
Intriguing. They will remain loyal to the royal family even if it means their demise.
I really like the particle effects
Very
in
well.
the light. That's
Send a
super
raven to
impressive.
General of Laura.
Like that's a small detail that so many I've never like actually seen games focus on. It's very rare that they do.
Tell her to make for the Wolfort domain at once, and that she is to return with the prince, or not at all.
Yes, Your Grace.
We got some more green options around, so I think we're gonna check those out. Alright, Tellior Plaza. A raven from the Crown City arrives at the Tellior domain, prompting Lord Silvio to consider his next action.
Ah, Lord Tellior. There you are.
Yes. What is it?
All the small details, like all the water effects, the particle effects, and everything, look so good.
Tidings from Whiteholm, my lord. House Wolfort shelters Prince Roland within their domain and refuses to acquiesce to Esfrost's demands.
What's this? Those fools would stand in defiance against the Duchy.
The Archduke's forces move against the Wolforts as we speak. They intend to capture Prince Roland and bring down House Wolfort in one fell swoop.
House Wolfort is strong, but not strong enough for a full-on attack from the Duchy's forces. And yet, there is always the chance, however slim, that they will prevail.
Yeah, so this guy's basically remaining impartial.
Yes, there is no need to rush into anything. We must consider carefully what will afford us the best chance of survival.
He doesn't want to play either
Continue to
side
keep
because
your
he's
eye
not
on the
sure.
other domains. I must know of any movement among the Wolforts and the Fox, no matter how inconsequential.
Yes, my lord.
I mean, to be fair, he's interested in keeping his people safe, and I'm probably himself mostly. But I mean, I can get that logic where he thinks his countrymen are going to be basically destroyed, and he doesn't want to join the war and just have his people killed too. But at the same time, he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to betray them, so he's kind of just chilling for now. Whiteholm Castle. After seeing General of Laura and her troops off, Erica and Thalis stroll the grounds of Whiteholm Castle, discussing what may come to pass.
So they would rather die than bend the knee? Wolfort truly is a house of fools. At least Avlora will have the chance to prove herself on the battlefield.
That's why we took her in, no? She'll prove useful yet.
For her own sake, I would hope so. Once we bring down the highest of the 3 high houses, what do you suppose will become of the other 2?
I should think the answer obvious, dear sister.
Yeah,
The cowardly Tellures will be at our beck and call. The Falks, too stubbornly loyal for their own good, will not. House Falks presides over bountiful lands. Now, do you suppose Brother will pass up the chance to claim such a tantalizing prize?
yeah, they're basically gonna take over the whole area.
Indeed not, brother dear.
People who say like brother dear or dear sister are very creepy. It's very creepy vibes. Alright. And we got the Falk Domain outskirts. News of House Wolfort's decision arrives on the Falk's Domain on Darkwing, spurring Lord Landroy into action. He was the guy that was like punching the ground, right? I feel like he's gonna rush to our aid, and then maybe when the Tellier people see them rushing to the aid, maybe they'll join later.
You are aware that Prince Roland fled to the Wolfort domain after the Crown City fell. Esfrost demanded that His Highness be relinquished to their custody immediately. We have just received word that Wolfort refused. A most admirable display of loyalty to Glenbrook's royal family if ever I have seen one. And they are not the only ones who shall remain true. In the name of King Regna, House Fox too will take up arms against those Esfrosty bastards.
I like this
For
dude.
we are one of the 3 high houses of Glenbrook. We will live up to that name and fight for our homeland with our... Aye! May your
This dude's a
shields be strong
baller. Also,
and
I
your
really like that
swords
cape
strike
detail when he
true, my
swung his arm up.
countrymen. For
There's so many like really small details that just make the pixel art so beautiful in this game. I can't wait till this is fully released. Alright, looks like we're going. Bird arrives at Hawksroost Castle, bearing news from a lookout. The hawk is huge.
Avlora? Are you certain?
Yeah?
Yes. We are surrounded by the Archduke's main forces, led by General Avlora herself.
Hopefully these traps are
They
good.
killed my brother. And my master. I must avenge them. Even if it means my life.
Your Highness,
That would
your life
defeat
is
the
far
point
too
of
important to so
this whole
blithely
thing.
throw away.
I know that. And yet...
Facing the Esfrosti forces head-on is a fool's errand. They will drive us back with ease. Let us consider another strategy. As a matter of fact, there is more to this town than meets the eye. It is a secret which, under normal circumstances, would be divulged to a new lord only after their succession is made official. But, desperate times. I sent a man just now to make preparations. Come with me. We haven't much time.
It's gonna be some big traps if only like the presiding king are allowed to know about them. Well, not king, lord. Same thing though. Oh, interesting. It's like a little spyglass. Oh, it's the... Is it the search before the battle sort of thing? As Serenor and his band prepare to meet the Esfrosti army in the battlefield, Benedict poses a grave question. I imagine the reason it keeps taking us to the map is because in the full game there's probably going to be a lot more to do between each section rather than just hit the button and go back into it.
I would hear more of your plan, Master Benedict. They say Castle Wolfort was built into a mountainside. Am I to believe there are yet more secrets concealed in its construction?
I mean, it is built into a
Just
mountainside,
so.
obviously.
As it happens, a contrivance of sorts was installed in the town to be used only in cases of dire emergency.
What manner of contrivance? I've never heard such a thing.
You wouldn't have. The information is divulged only to the Lord of the House and his closest advisors. It is a secret, one that embodies this town's true worth.
I see. Then what, pray tell,
Very
is this
like a little
town's
river
true
running
worth?
in front of the houses and how they have like a little bridge in front. It's
The
aesthetically
towering
very
walls
nice.
that rise up in all directions, the network of sloped waterways. This town appears as any other to my eye, but perhaps my gaze is untrained.
It is the canals we will use. We shall pour flaming oil into them from above and burn our enemy
That's
out.
intense, Jesus.
What in the... Benedict, have you gone mad?
Do you see those hawk sculptures located throughout the town?
I do. They are the means by which the weapon may be activated, I presume.
Interesting.
Indeed. Tearing them down will trigger a barrier to rise around the canals. After that, no one will be able to get in or out until the blaze subsides.
You would burn people's homes. No, the very town itself, along with our foes. But just think of the lives that may be sacrificed.
Well, obviously you evacuate the whole town into the castle.
This is the path we have chosen. There's little choice left to us. If we wish to survive, we must win, whatever the cost. Prepare for battle.
Alright, check on everyone. With your father sick of bed, the fate of the land rests upon your shoulders, my lord. I am confident you will lead us wisely in choosing. You will lead us wisely in defense of our domain, as befitting one of Glenbrook's high houses. We use that method at the risk of our lives, and those of your people. Still, this is the choice you would make? It will take many years to rebuild the town. Innocent people will suffer. If we triumph, I will offer them due recompense. Jeez, that word escaped me. I know you have only the well-being of your people at heart. I apologize for speaking out of place. This realm is nothing without her people. You care for them. Your care for them will see them through this. We must prevail, and rest assured that I will see that we do, for Prince Roland's sake and for our own. I want to check on the people. Oh, hey. You know, house is gonna burn down, might as well steal their money, I guess. Sure. The duchy attacks us, and here I thought our alliance was stronger than ever. But weird, the camera did kind of like jumped over. Large HP recovery tablet. Good music going on right here. Has it truly come to this? I only just opened for business. Townsfolk have been led to refuge within the castle. Surprisingly, they went without incident, though no doubt it cannot be easy knowing they will lose their homes. Yeah, I figured that's what we would do. My friends and I were supposed to go play, but Mama says I have to go to the castle where it's safe. I must escort my children to the safety of the castle. Will we lose our home? According to Benedict, the Hulk sculptures can be positioned here as well. But where are those pedestals hiding? Maybe I should ask around. TP recovery tablet? Nice. You never need salt more than you do during wartime. I only hope our stores will last. It makes me sick to think Hyzat growing fat off the corpses of Glenbrook and Acefrost. I can't believe we were to use such a terrible device. Have you heard the news about Lord Silvio of House Tellior? When Frost attacked, he didn't muster a single soldier in defense. Just hold up his own domain like a cowardly gobshit he is. Ain't got a loyal bone in his body, that one. What a sorry excuse for the Lord of the High Houses. More what? Lord Tellior's loyalty. I was just about to set off for the Crown City when they blocked the blockade of the highway. I know not what lies in store for us, but it won't be good for business, I can tell you that. Okay. Appears I've talked to everyone in this area. I don't think... And I did. There is a... Really use of the hawk statuettes? Yes. So it just sets the whole area on fire? Yeah. Okay, so that one sets that area on fire. This one probably does. This lower house. And the stairway, I'm guessing. It's that whole lower house. Okay. I wonder if Father and King envisioned a day like this when they fashioned this dreadful device. This one probably does all three of these houses. Oh, just those two, that middle section right there. Okay. I hoped it would not come to this, but it seems we have no choice. Right, let's talk to Roland. And, who we haven't talked to either. Frederica. I cannot believe we're to burn the town and our enemy both. I understand that we must prevail at all costs, yet still. I understand what my life means to our kingdom. I must survive the battle at all costs. And yet Father, Franny, Cordelia, Sir Maxwell. She killed them all. Sir Noah, I must avenge them with my own hand. Do not fight this battle alone. Let us aid you. Be aware of your surroundings. Never fight alone when you can fight together. Sir Maxwell often gave us such counsel, yes. Thank you, Sir Noah. We will defeat Evlora together. I owe my life to you, all. I will not part with it easily. The duchy shall not find us easy prey. I think that we now wage a new war against Frost. I pray for victory, my lord. Can I go into the castle? Talk to anyone there? Does not look like it. Although Anna said there should be one in this middle area too, but I don't see it. I'm pretty sure I've talked to everyone. I think everyone just has repeating dialogue. Loyalty. Talk to that guy. Oh, I did while I was exploring, I did find out I can do this and then zoom it one more time to change the viewpoint. Which is kind of cool. So you get like an overhead view. You can just leave it zoomed out. Okay, well I think I've gone to every house and talked to everyone in town. But I didn't see anything else about an additional statue. But I'm sure we'll be fine. I wonder if you can do the fight, if it's like possible to do the fight without using all of them. We've made what preparations we can. All that remains now is to meet the duchy in battle. Probably should have saved.
How fare you, Benedict?
My preparations are complete. I trust you're ready as well, my lord?
As ready as I shall ever be.
We have given ourselves every advantage that we can, my lord.
Indeed we have. I only hope that it is enough.
It feels like there should be more
the Frosty forces are on the
to
move.
this deadly trap than just knocking over the statue. Like, what if kids are playing and like just like someone tackled that statue and just broke it one day, would it just set the houses on fire and everyone would like die in that area? Like, that's kind of intense.
And so it begins.
See, it feels like they should need like a key or something too.
Advances. Take up your positions, everyone, and be ready for the signal. Shall we, my lord?
Yes. It is time.
All right. Alright, recommend a level 10. Nameless village. So we're gonna get a new ally right there. Alright, well we're getting pretty far in the episode, so I don't want to do this fight quite yet, and obviously I want to get this person first. But a shamaness with the power to harness the elementals wanders Glenbrook's countryside, that she might bring succor to those to those suffering from drought and famine.
The sun's a harsh mistress, ain't she? If she sticks around much longer, my fields are apt to wither from the attention. I'd give my firstborn for a drop of rain.
Having now have a firstborn, I find that sentence very saddening.
Aye, and it ain't just the crops what are worse for wear. I'd cry over her a lot, but naught but dust would pour from my eyes.
I like her voice. Jesus, that person's intense. I love it.
Pitiless, the caprices of nature. What grudge do the heavens bear to make
Azana?
the poor souls who tend the land suffer so? I would be remiss to let such suffering continue. If fate will show you no mercy, then I shall.
Yo, I like her hair.
You begged for even a single drop of rain. I shall give you more. Behold as I flood this desiccated land with nourishment.
Yo, this chick's intense.
Huh? What's that the lady said? I believe she means to pull rain from a cloudless sky.
Ha! I'd have more luck getting milk from a bull.
You must tell me if you do. We're in sore need of a miracle.
A pleasure as always to see you, my lord.
I question how he can just
Come
leave,
just in time.
despite, you know, the fact that they're preparing the castle for war, but whatever, it's cool.
I am called Azana. Allow me to banish the sun's cruel rays from your domain, that your people may see a measure of succor.
Banish the sun? I wasn't aware it was in the habit of taking orders.
Right. She's like, I'm legit. That's pretty cool.
Will slap my ass like I was just born. Rain! Honest to goodness,
That is
rain!
an amazing line.
How did... I've never witnessed a miracle like this.
Izana, was it? On behalf of my people, allow me to express to you my deepest gratitude.
There is no need for such formalities. I seek only to alleviate the suffering of the downtrodden in any way I can. If it is not too bold of me to ask, do you have need of a humble shaman within your ranks?
Yeah, you're my new favorite person.
It would
You're
be
awesome.
an honor to serve you, my lord. Tales of House Wolfort's magnanimity have reached even my remote village.
We would welcome you with open arms, and the honor would be entirely ours. Doubtless we will have occasion to call upon your talents sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Alright. Inspired by your deeply held convictions, Izana has joined your cause. Her skills will serve you well in battle, as her prayers can alter the weather itself as with her sun and lightning that will travel through water. That's awesome. So, to make water, you could do, make an ice block, then set it on fire, or just use an ice spell, then set that on fire, then hit it with lightning. It's a 3-person combo that probably would do a lot of damage, though. Let's check her out. So her picture's cool. That art is awesome. I love her little, like, the skull helmet thing she's got on, and the feathers. Looks like she's positive for lightning, down to weak to wind. She's got Rite of Lightning, which deals lightning damage to enemies and have a chance to paralyze them. Effect spreads on water. She's got Blessing of Lightning, just lightning resistance, lowers wind. And Rite of Rain. Summon a rainstorm, fires will be extinguished, and certain terrain types will be inundated with water. Okay. Interesting. So that's just like the whole screen? Cool. And then we're gonna save it here. And we will do the fight next episode. We'll see you there, everybody.